Well, it is Friday, and I am on my way home, and I think everybody had the same idea at the same time for some reason. I mean, why in the world would everybody be on the road at like 5 o'clock? But yeah, today started finishing this report. Holy cow. Digging through this thing, trying to figure out how this stuff is put together. More computer talk, I'm sorry. If you're not a fan of it, the way you divide a database up today is a little different from the way you did used to. And I can tell whoever designed this, I know who designed it. He is a very old school style of doing things, and holy cow, it's like this table to this table to this table. I'm like, why would you do that? It just doesn't make sense. The way they combine things, and like for me, anytime in a database, I hate null values. I hate when something can be null because it messes up joins and everything. Okay, that's why there's so much traffic. There's an accident or something out here. I see cop lights from a cop, and it's just I hate it when it's like, and everything on here can be null. Anything, well, no, anything can be null. Take it back. The keys can't be null. That's about the only thing that they won't allow you to not be null. And I'm like, come on, at least put a default. There should be a default value to show that there's nothing there and you can ignore it. But not. Sure. Yeah. I can't tell if this guy just started going up this way, try to get in, or if he actually come out from the side. I'll be nice, let him in front of me. But man, there is some traffic right now. But anyways, yeah, databases like that I don't like. And this entire thing's that way. There's no validation anywhere. There's inconsistent data in one place. Okay, well, this keeps track. Okay, this database keeps track of somebody does something. I don't really want to give details about this because I mean, it's where I work and maybe they don't want this stuff put out. But like if somebody goes out and does this certain work, it keeps track of who does it and for each item. Well, in one table it says this one person did it, in another table it says a different person did it. And I'm like, okay, so which is correct? So I'm probably going to have to ask them about that. Because right now it means the database is in an inconsistent state, which is never good. Because if you have to audit things, then things get ugly. They get very ugly very fast. And I don't know what what they're doing here. Oh God. Somebody is trying to make a U-turn where they should not be making a U-turn. Wow. But anyways, it's weird. I'll show what I'm talking about. I gotta think you can see the cop cars, but my voice is going out on me for some reason. I don't see anything. It's kind of weird, but anyways, let's turn back around. Oh, I think I got a lens. Oh, I put my. But anyways, I just don't like the databases that way. But anyways, Chloe, she has one more pill for her antibiotic. After that, she will be done. And once she is done, she will be able to try to figure out what they're trying to stop. Is that the on-ramp to the asset? No? Maybe it is. I don't know. But anyway, sorry. Just the cop cars. Everybody is like wanting to see what's going on. So there's, I mean, the lights turn green, and no car on this side of the road has went. Okay, now they're starting to go. Like, I'm in a turn-off lane. Well, I'm going to be in a turn-off lane. And like, okay, now they start to go. Because everybody's like, ooh, the cop car, what's going on? Oh, they're actually preventing you from getting on the interstate. I wonder why. Oh, maybe something happened on the interstate down that way. I don't know. There's a lot of people getting off the interstate right now. But anyways, I am going to stop right here because traffic is really bad, and I don't want to talk and get distracted by accident, because a lot of people are making U-turns when they should not be. Anyways, talk to you later. Holy cow, driving home, the traffic was insane on the other side of the road. There's a lot of issues getting onto the interstate because there was an accident on the interstate basically at the exit I was trying to get on at, and everybody thought they could cut off the interstate there. Well, actually, I think they had the interstate closed, so you couldn't even drive past that exit. So you had to get off there, and a lot of people were trying to cut off the interstate and then cut right back onto it. They had caught. That's what those cops were sitting at the on-ramp, so you couldn't get onto it, because evidently a lot of people must have been trying to do that. And so people would try to do that, and they'd see, oh, I can't do that, so they just go up, and basically it made the way I was trying to go very crowded. And then also you had the rubberneckers or onlookers, whatever you want to call them. Rubberneckers, you know, people that go, don't understand it. It's a cop car. Its lights are on. It's not going to change. But yeah, driving back home, I think the traffic was backed up 9 miles. And I listened to the news, and I think an hour after that, they finally reopened the interstate. And yeah, you could get off the interstate and go around everything, get back on the interstate like a few miles down the road. But you had to go through a town. I mean, that's not the way I'd want to do it. But I mean, if you're stuck in traffic, so I'll sit here for hours, or I'll go through this town and see. It may take me 30, 45 minutes, but it's one of those things you don't know which is going to be quicker. Are they going to open the road quicker, or should I cut off here and try to go through this town? But yeah, so I'm probably rolling some footage of that. And in real time, it took almost probably 10 minutes, I think. So this would probably be, this little video will be sped up. So yeah, I don't, because I think it's a police car chase, is what if I heard the news correctly. But that's the thing, is the criminal mentality, the crook mentality, or whatever you call it, I've never really understood. Because yes, I have a lot of stuff. People are like, well, you have all this stuff. How you don't understand what it's like to not have and everything like that. Yes, I understand that. But even when I was younger, and it's like I didn't want to take from somebody else that had something that I didn't. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the way I was raised, or maybe just my way I am. I just never understood it. I've known people that are. I have family members that are that way, that they just don't. They want what they want when somebody else has. Never really understood it. Or they're looking for, like, people are looking for ways to cheat the system, or just whatever. And it's like, I've known people I've worked with that worked harder trying to avoid work than they would have if they would have actually just worked. I think I might have mentioned this before, but there was actually somebody when I worked at a call center, and he was, oh, what, I'm trying to remember the exact scenario. I was coming from night shift to day shift because I got married, and my wife, she's like, can you just come back to days, because she really didn't want to be, basically we'd never see each other. When she got off work, I'd go into work. When I was getting off work, she'd be going to work. So it was like, okay, I'll come back to days. And the first day I came back, I took a bunch of calls, and it's just how it is in the mornings at a call center. People come in, their password resets. There's actually password reset Mondays, everybody would call it, because people's passwords would expire, and generally on Monday mornings after the expiration is when they would come in and call and say, hey, I can't get in. So that day you'd have a lot of calls. Well, the next day there's this one guy, and so they had sent an email out about people saying, and if you're working in a call center, there's this thing called after call work. So when basically the person hangs up, it's like you go into this state where you don't get another call, and you're not supposed to stay in it more than like a minute or 2 minutes, because you're supposed to, they call it auto in, and so you go back into the queue, so you wait for another person to call in. And this guy was complaining because somebody sent an email out talking about how we need to stop spending so much time after call work. We need to start getting more calls and everything. And this guy, after every call, would stay in the after call work. The guy also got ACW for short. And he complained for about 5 minutes about, you understand, blah, blah, blah. They didn't mention any names. They didn't say anybody like that. And after about 3 or 4 calls, he only took 3 or 4 calls to my about 20. And I just said, forget that. I turned around. I said, they sent that email out because I took 60 calls yesterday, and somebody else I know only took 15. And he knew I was talking about me and him. I missed my first day back. I took 60 calls. He took 15. He is supposed to be an experienced agent on that team. So at that point, he kind of stared at me for a second. And then you had aux codes. And like if you went to lunch, I think it was aux 7. Basically, there's a button called aux, AUX, and did you hit that, then whatever code you were doing, like aux 0 was unscheduled break. Like if you needed to go to the bathroom, that's what you would go into. Aux 3, I think, was your normal break, and it's just there's so many different ones. So like there's peer mentoring and everything. And depending on what you needed to do, you go into that code, and then. So he went to one of them, and then he went and talked to the supervisor about this issue, about it. And he worked so hard not taking calls, of going into these codes and talking to the supervisor about things that he had done. Like, and I'm not sure if he was complaining, I was doing these tickets, and this is the type of call I had, and blah, blah, blah. But he also did things like he would go into aux whatever. No, he'd go into after call work, and then he'd go to lunch. And when he'd come back, and you could tell if you were in after call work, there's a light beside of it. And if nobody said anything and didn't notice that he had been in after call work, he'd go to aux 7 and go take his lunch. So he'd take a 2-hour lunch. And he did this for months. And the supervisors knew what he was doing. But the thing is, at this place, you had to be written up. Then you're put on a performance plan, and then if you screw up again, I think that's when they dismiss you. And he just did everything he could, and it was like he was trying to be fired, in all honesty. But he would just, the amount of effort he put into not working was more than he would have if he just did the job. And I just never understood it. Sorry, that was actually a long explanation for people avoiding work. Yeah, I got a lot of stories about work colleagues that have done weird things or just stuff like that. But yeah, brain's going blank. Oh, Give me a drink of my coffee. Yes, I'm drinking coffee really late at night. It's the weekend. Oh, man. Oh, Chloe she took her last antibiotic today. She'll be probably glad she doesn't have to take that anymore. She still has one more anti-inflammatory pill, but I'm still giving her the eye drops and the ointment in her eye. So that's basically just three things. Well, four if you count the food. But she actually loves that food. Oh God, I'm so happy she likes the food. So yeah, she's doing a lot better, and just watching her play brings a smile to my face. It's crazy how it's like she's like my kid. I mean, we got her when she's a puppy, and she's grown up. Same way with Thor. I don't want anything to happen to him. I want to try to take care of him the best I can. But it's going good. I'm going to get off here now. I've rambled on enough, I think. But yeah, next time I'm not going to post 4 videos in one day like I did today, or as you're watching this, yesterday. I should have spread them out some is what I should have done, but I was like, I have them. I need to put them out. So I was like, okay, go ahead and put them out. But I want to start doing videos here more often, so that they'll always be my vlog videos every day. But I'm going to start doing my gaming memories videos again. I want to start capturing footage for my video games and doing stuff like that. But with Adrian, when I play a game, if Adrian's awake, he makes a lot of noise. And really, audio is really key when you're doing a video game, like playing a video game. So it's really difficult when you have the background noise or the dogs barking or something like that. But anyways, hope you guys had a good day. It's Friday. I can't argue too much about that. But talk to you about it tomorrow.